EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and get the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Got this down to the 35. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Danielle Hunter on
making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on third down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And MajorKA's on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10.
6-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
33-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Edwards. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Penny. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rashad Penny. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Check, watch 54.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Dashing through the snow. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a run with Edwards. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down.
Now Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Cook.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through.
Good.
And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
27.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with a not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But now it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. With a big catch.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming in. I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, Hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run it again with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they take a knee. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 11. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on this...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 95. Push him back. Push him back.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Vikings 34, Bears 14.